6 reasons why China may soon fail. China is the world's second biggest economy. For years, it was poised to overtake the US, but this hasn't happened, and it probably won't. Here's why. 1. The property market is flagging. China underwent a major property crisis in recent years. The string of defaults and mortgage boycotts ended in 2023. Last year, sales plummeted, then recovered. Or did they? The demand spiked sharply in early spring. Just as sharply, it has dwindled to nothing. New projects are being canceled. Property sales are 70% of the 2019 level. Housing starts are only about 40% of their 2019 level. This is a symptom of larger problems. 2. China's population is shrinking. In 2022, China achieved a dubious record of sorts. For the first time in 60 years, its population decreased. The country lost 850,000 people in 12 months. It's no longer the most populous in the world. India has overtaken China, and there's no hope of catching up. This means a smaller working-age population too. Birth rates in Beijing and Shanghai are now the lowest in the world. China has the fastest aging population in human history. 3. China is over-reliant on imports. Strangely enough, China doesn't produce enough power. The vast majority of its energy is imported. China cannot feed itself either. The agricultural sector is critically dependent on imported seeds. International trade is the only thing keeping China afloat. There's nothing wrong with it, but for the Communist Party, it's a colossal failure of their stated goals. China was supposed to be self-sustaining by now. In reality, it cannot even meet its own growth targets. 4. Climate change is wreaking havoc. In August 2022, a severe heat wave hit Sichuan and Chongqing. It was followed by a major drought. The demand for air conditioning spiked. Remember the energy problem? Well, the electricity grid was overwhelmed. That region relies almost exclusively on hydropower. The drought left it powerless. Factories shut down, and the local steel industry lost 80% of its income for 7 months. Billions had to be spent to mitigate the crisis, and that's just one heat wave in August. 5. The tech industry is losing investors. In 2021, China began a regulatory crackdown on tech companies. This has led to some unsurprising results. Tencent's profits fell by 50%. Alibaba's net income halved. Tens of thousands lost their jobs. Already, 20% of people aged 16 to 24 are unemployed. This is a very, very bad omen for the economy. Japan's SoftBank sold its stake in Alibaba. Berkshire Hathaway likewise divested from electric car maker BYD. Tencent had billions worth of investments withdrawn in 2022. 6. China has painted itself into a corner. The country keeps expanding its yuan supply. It has grown by more than 800% in 15 years. China is pushing hard for countries like Brazil to start trading in yuan, but it hasn't happened so far. China's system is based on loans, not consumption. The total outstanding corporate debt has reached 350% of GDP. It's the largest credit boom in human history. In June 2023, the government finally took notice. They made the biggest lenders lower their deposit rates. The central bank then cut the policy rate by 0.1%. That's nowhere near enough.